The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Welcome, NBA fans, and you know who you are. Ernie Johnson here with you again, along with Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, for what is still a very new, a very fresh NBA season. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the visiting team. Checking out the visiting team. They struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And with the season just beginning, obviously, many games ahead of us. I mean, too many to count. I could start counting them. Will you start counting the games while I ask Kenny a question? All the games we have ahead of us? 1, 2. Well, you need you to count.
Oh, I thought.
No, just go ahead.
Putting up his
count some games.
1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Well, we have a lot more games than that. Just keep counting until he's done.
4.
Kenny,
5,
what's the most important thing to focus on
6,
at this stage?
Establishing a great relationship between your team. Camaraderie.
Kind of like what we have here between the 3 of us.
Exactly, because you know sometimes there's 4 of us, but we have to drop the dead weight, and we made 3.
Yeah, it's trusting one another out
Without
there.
question.
That's
Gotta
an
drop
excellent
that
answer.
dead weight.
What number are you up to
1,000,002.
now? Wow, that's a lot of games
But
ahead
Ernie,
of
you
us.
got to gain that confidence and swagger. You want your opponents to come in scared.
Were you ever scared of an opponent?
Never.
Were you ever scared of an opponent?
I was never scared. I was always apprehensive at times.
Always.
Ooh,
Always.
University of North
Always
Carolina
at
vocabulary.
times.
At times.
Always or at times?
I would say
Which one is it?
at times.
At times you were scared.
No,
look at-
apprehensive.
Oh, you were always apprehensive,
Look at
but sometimes
Mr.
you were
University
scared.
I was
of North
never scared.
Carolina.
You were
over
never
there.
scared of being apprehensive.
Never. I don't even know what apprehensive
No,
means.
me either. But Kevin Harlan does.
Wary.
Let's go to him.
Wary. I wasn't scared, just wary.
I know how to apprehend a suspect.
Oh, I bet you do.
We have done.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA. And we've got time for a...
Well, guys, when I asked him what impressed him the most about today's opponent, he immediately referred to the explosiveness on their offense.
Okay, David, much appreciated. At this point of the season, Brent, it's still early, but you start to get a sense of how teams are going to play as the year goes on.
Always talk about that 30 to 35 game mark for coaches to figure out the roles of the new players and to see how far along his star players have come. There's a great opportunity for them to keep on that process and keep the growth moving forward.
One of the best parts of the season, really.
Well, when you look back for a championship team, Kevin, there are parts of the season that you can say are bookmark moments. This could be one of them.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Baller. T is out there with T. Then it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Kirk in at the 3. Here's Rain Man from 8 feet away. He drops it in.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
Nice way to start off. Let's see if they can keep that rolling.
And the pass to T. Here's Ball. And he lays it straight in.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Passes to Fox. Here's Rain Man. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Fox passes to Miracle Man. Here's Speedy. Misses the 3. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Fires for 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
Pass to Rainman. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Fox. Misses off the right iron.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Nice shot by Hamilton.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Hey, paid attention in arts and crafts school right there. Didn't have to work very hard at all for that one.
A pass to Fox. Here's Big Dog. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And really a big factor in their win last time out was his work at the line.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's T, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Speedy. Now the pass to Rainman. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Hamilton the pass to Ball. Passes it to Kirk for 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Fox. It's tipped, but they recover it. The 3-pointer is right on target. Fox has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And it's Speedy with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass the ball. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Big Dog. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
To the paint. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Speedy. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's good from Hamilton. Big Dog, he's checked in for Rainman. Hamilton hits both of them. And so here's the home team. They trail by 7.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, the point's not hard to come by for them, that's for sure. I'd have surrendered 2 if I was trying to defend against that potent attack.
There's a screen. Here's Ball, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Baller's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Feeds it to Humphries. Right wing. Here's Kirk. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. He's got 5.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Fox uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Yeah, he absolutely refused to back down there. Crafty lay-in.
And teams love an easy bucket in transition, but a good half-court offense is critical. We see it especially in the playoffs, Brent.
Well, effective half-court offense begins and ends with great ball movement and player movement. So if you're exploring the early part of the possession and something breaks down, continuity into your half-court offense can lead to a great tempo for possessions throughout the course of a game.
Well said. Gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. The pass to Ali. Knocked loose. Outside Holiday. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
Not forcing really any of the action, instead letting the game come to them and exploiting every opportunity. He really could time those perfectly. What an assist.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good from Holiday. Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Fox, and the 3 ball is good. Fox has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, he's been precise on offense. I don't think he's made one mistake on that end of the floor so far.
There's the pick. And Holiday kicks to G. Back to Holiday. It's hauled in by Diallo. Gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Fox. And he gets it to go. Fox has got 10.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
B, guarded by Fox. Here's G. It's hauled in by Diallo. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Holiday with the 3. They grab their own miss. It's good. And that's now 7 points for T.
Just claimed that possession for his own there, grabs the offensive rebound and puts it right back in.
Fox, no good. 1:11 left to play in the first. And it's Holiday at the elbow. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 7.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Yeah, fans are getting their money's worth already. If you like high-scoring affairs, you're in the right place.
And Willis gets it to go.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams.
This was a good group of free throw shooters last year, something they really worked on in practice. And sometimes that's the coaches calling for it, and oftentimes the players doing it by themselves.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Fox. Last time out he had 13 points. To the left wing. Here's Gabriel. He's off on that one.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
Lets it go from deep. Gabriel with the rebound.
Guys, I cannot believe he missed that one. And I bet he can't either.
It's tipped. Pushing it up. Here's Holiday. That's tipped to the wing on the left. Passes it to Ali. Here's B. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. B's got his first points in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. The away team up 9. And back with the start of the second. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
Well, they've carved out a nice little advantage here, really by dictating the pace early on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. They've got T, B out there with Baller, then it's G, and it's Kirk in at the 3 slot. Here's Gabriel, and it's G finishing it off.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Shot from free throw range. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. The dude passes to Speedy. Here's Rain Man, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
The dude passes the big dog. Inside. Got a hand on it. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's B. Connects from three-point range. B's got 5 now.
You've got just enough separation to let that one fly. So comfortable from long range.
Here's Speedy, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Well, Brent, they say great offense beats great defense. It certainly is a tall task trying to stop the greats from scoring in this game. What is tougher from a defensive standpoint than to stop a great player? It just seems like there's so many different options and different ways a team or an individual can play them.
Defenses have to have the ability, Kevin, to make reads and get on the same page with regards to stopping the greatest players in the game. One player can't do it, so oftentimes we're talking about committing 2 defenders. What can the 3 guys on the back line of defense do against some of the game's greatest, and how is it that they can move on the string, read one another, and reassemble themselves within a possession? That is a tremendous skill that needs to be practiced, honed, and that's where great defenses gain confidence.
Well, I think communication probably is the priority when you begin that process.
It always starts with the talking, and that's where you see some of the greatest defenses have guys on the back line, the bigs pointing in certain directions, making sure they're directing traffic to make sure the problem areas on any possession are covered.
From deep. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
His offense just has not been there tonight, and he needs to step up his game because there's still time to recover.
Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Down low, pass the ball. And there's the pass to T. Ball's knocked loose, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's a good screen. Knocked away. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Speedy the pass to Rain.
Oh, yes, sir. Aggressive to the hole. He powered it down with authority. Way to go, big man.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. And there's a whistle. There's a foul. That's going to go on the dude. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's G. He's coming off a 10-point game again.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, G, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Passes it to T. Yep, that one goes in there. T's got his first basket of the night.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
And sometimes it's about your teammates moving to give you those opportunities. He's found holes in the defense.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. And the free throw, no good. Gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. To the middle. Kirk gets the bucket. He's got 11.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Speedy. Pass to the dude. Here's Speedy, covered by Hamilton. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Here's Ball, and it's blocked. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Miracle Man's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yep, he got up ahead of steam, and no one could come over to stop him.
The pass to Speedy. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Oh, nicely done. Finding good opportunities inside. Priority 1.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, I agree. A good timeout here if that's the case. No reason to waste precious seconds to get together.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to T. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Humphries the pass to Diallo. Off target with his 3. Gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Pass to Ali. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. The closer's got his first basket.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Ray, you look around the league and teams are starting to dig into the numbers and really analyze the game carefully. I know that you enjoy analytics. You've always been known yourself as an efficient scorer. When you take a look at the numbers, how do you see them? How do you interpret them?
I think there are some things that are very advantageous for players to take a look at with regards to how it is that they play and where they're most effective. Because one of the things, Kevin, it can sort of reestablish your confidence. And there can be spots on the floor where you get to where you might feel better because somebody has presented those numbers to you. I will tell you, Kevin, that probably the guy that I played with in the latter stages of my career that used the numbers the most was a guy by the name of Shane Battier. Shane loved to look deep into the books and try to gain some sort of advantage numerically and statistics-wise on his opponent. And really was one of the few guys that would go deeper than most.
Have analytics changed the game, do you think?
I believe so, but still for players, I think that they're a long way from being able to understand exactly what it is that the numbers are telling them. That time is coming where players really want to know those kind of things, and the tutorial sessions between the coaching staff and the players, I think, are on the horizon.
Pass to Diallo, and there's the feed to Humphries. Diallo the pass to Humphries. Nice open look, but it's no good. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they've put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. All almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He misses the free throw. G's checked in for Rain Man. Good on the second free throw. Has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. Back to Holiday. And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Not exactly sure what was happening there inside the heads of the players, but very frustrated they couldn't capitalize on the opportunity.
Fox, he's checked in for Miracle Man. Fox kicks to G. Drills it from outside. G's got 5.
Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
The pass to T. That's tipped. To the paint. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Pass to Diallo. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. And the call will be against D. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Five seconds left in the second quarter. Here's B. No good from the wing.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting it.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The away team, they're up by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Jerome.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny Smith, right there, and Shaquille O'Neal, he's right there. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Really well, 54% from the floor. They've got Miracle Man. Big Dog is out there with Rain Man. Then there's Speedy, and it's Fox in at the shooting guard position. They've got T, Mr. Clutch out there with Baller. Then it's T. And it's Kirk in at the 3. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. And the home team has possession. 7-point differential.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first one falls. 2 shots. Both shots good from the stripe.
And he has been battling some serious demons at the line tonight. Good to see him finally come through on that trip.
Here's Ball. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Baller's got 8 points. Baller's gone 4 of 8 from the field. Out to the wing. Rain Man passes to Speedy. Off target from outside. And it's Speedy with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. An impressive 65% having their way with this defense. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Hamilton outside, down low, T. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And already maybe a defensive adjustment needs to be made here in the second half if their current setup leads to chances like that. High percentage.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Kirk from downtown. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, right now just getting barbecued. Maybe poor strategy, poor effort, could be both.
G's checked in for T. Shot to stop the run. G with the rebound.
And no connections yet so far, guys. 0 for 3 from the field.
He gets that one. He's got 16.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And some of that discrepancy is due to better shot selection. It's really that simple. But I also think they've made more contested shots.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The dude, he's checked in for Fox. Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. The pass to Rain Man. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. So far, he's missed 4 tries at the line, going 3 for 7. And he makes the first. And a hot button topic in the NBA right now, intentional fouling. Brent, we've talked a little bit about it. What should the league do to take steps to cut down on the hack-a-player strategies that seem to be more in vogue now than ever before?
Of course, we always say just go up and make your free throws, big guys. But I think strategically there could be something done with the league, Kevin, that can make that rule very, very interesting. I've always thought that if the player as a center or whoever it is you're going to foul stays in the backcourt and never enters the possession, he can't be fouled. When he enters the front court, then you can foul him and put it at the free throw line. So what you're doing essentially, taking a poor free throw shooter and having to play 4-on-5 per possession if you're willing to keep him on the floor. And from a strategy standpoint, I think it would make it very interesting.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. T the pass to Ball. Shoots the 3. No good that time. Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Passes it to Big Dog. That one goes. Count it. Big Dog's got 6.
Nice job working his way inside for the high percentage look.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Ball. No good on the triple. Gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Speedy. He has 6. And that's a foul called on Bowler. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Big Dog, the pass to Speedy. To the inside. Here's Big Dog. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And a glimpse here at the locations on the floor where they've been shooting the ball from.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Willis, he checked in for Big Dog. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. They need to avoid that.
Stolen by Holiday. Down low. And that one's good by G. G's got his second bucket of the night.
You put that pass right on target. Way to get your teammates involved.
Diallo kicks it to G from beyond the arc. He's off on that one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Pass to B. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Diallo. And here is Willis. From deep. He doesn't hit that one.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's B. Basket good. B's got 7 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Wonderfully up to this point, 67%. He kicks to G. And then G with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And, boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, some of that right now might be a lack of toughness, but you can't combine that with laziness. Guys are not crashing down and closing off those driving lanes.
Fox, he's checked in for Speedy. Fox kicks to Willis. There's the pass to Fox. They need this, and he hits the jump shot. 12 points for him.
So elusive on the offensive end. Very difficult for any defense to match up against.
To the paint. A steal. Here's Diallo, guarded by Holiday. Here's Willis, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Willis. And Willis drops them both. 1:35 left in the third. Double team on Holiday. T, the pass to Holiday. To the middle. Here's B. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:25 left here in the third quarter. Here's Fox. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Passes to Ali. Back to Holiday. They set the pick. B, guarded by Fox. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line, B. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so he hits both. And so here's the home team. They trail by 18. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Willis the pass to Fox. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
T. A 3-pointer, no good. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Shooting 1.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Here's Holiday. He's got 9. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. There's the dish to Humphries. Pass to Fox. And G has it in the corner. A pass to Fox. Shot on the wing, and the basket is good. Fox has got 14.
Bounced it through for the assist. Nice execution.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The away team up by 15. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. An impressive 65% having their way with this defense. Diallo out there with Fox. Then there's Big Dog. Then it's G. And it's Rain Man in at the 5, roaming the paint. The pass to Diallo. Here's Big Dog. The dive for the ball.
Miracle Man. Speedy.
B, the pass to Kirk. There's a good screen. He feeds it to Hamilton. Inside. It's deflected, and that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Inside, T, and he dunks it down.
Sometimes it's worth it to find a sliver. Excellent pass there.
Well, 50% from the floor. Passes it to Miracle Man. From 12 feet out, and that's good off the glass that time. And it's 8 points for Speedy.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to T. Kept alive. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's the pass to Miracle Man. Here's Rain Man. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That free throw, no good. Baller, he's checked in for B. No luck that time either. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Got a piece of it. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Passes it to Big Dog. Here's Speedy. Pass to Big Dog. Count it. Good.
Good eyes. Found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
Big Dog's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Here's T. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Sinks the triple.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
To the inside. Kirk gets the bucket.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Brilliant move, feeding him down the stretch. That last one was a dagger. Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
T, the pass to ball, and it ends up out of bounds, and they retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
Well, coaches always tell you, if you take a chance, you better get it.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Hamilton outside from 18 feet away. They get a hand on it, but he recovers it. Sinks the three-pointer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hitting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Speedy. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hamilton the pass to ball. A lot of international players coming to the NBA. Brent, the number have reached triple digits, about a quarter of the league now from overseas.
Amazing that NBA scouts and general managers continue to comb the globe to try to find the best available talent, and it still speaks to what it is that those club systems in the European countries are able to do with their younger players.
And I always think of the old coaches would go overseas, hold these camps, and get these kids at a very young age and teach them the principles of basketball.
And a lot of coaches, Kevin, are still looking at the fundamental elements of the game, and it seems like the European players are the ones that they always point to that are ahead of where we are here in the States.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Dishes to Hamilton. And the pass to ball. Lets it go with a three. In for his 7th make in 13 tries.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And it's Speedy with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now here is Smith. Ball, the pass to the Beast. That one, no good. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Hawkins off the mark, and the drought continues.
boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they're getting desperate. They're doing everything they can to stem the tide of this monster run.
They recover it. The Beast passes the ball. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Big part of the NBA's new TV deal, Brand, a provision to allow for digital distribution of games via tablets and smartphones here. I know you're looking at one right now. I know you catch games at airports and on the go when you're traveling.
Well, Kevin Harlan, anytime you're doing a game, it's must-see television, and so I'll watch it.
With the sound down.
No. If anything, I'm connecting 3 Bluetooth speakers to turn it up. I'm totally in with the mobile NBA action, Kevin,
too.
Especially for our jobs in broadcasting, to be able to be anywhere and pull out your phone and watch NBA action right there, to hear the great announcers that we have for the 30 teams around the league, to get in-depth analysis and coverage. What a tremendous luxury we have to have NBA on the go.
It's the best.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk to the left wing. Inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Number 20.
First free throw is good. Willis, he checked in for Hawkins. That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's the visitors now. Here's Ball. Smith the pass to Ball. Here's the Beast. And it's Big Dog with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Even though he's on the short side for a center, that vertical really evens things out.
When you look at the growth of the game internationally, you have some that say the system of development is better abroad in Europe than other countries. What do you think?
Well, the club system, Kevin, over there, and having a player involved at the age of 12 years old all the way up to 20 years old, playing with your same countrymen, being pushed around by professionals, getting professional coaching, and the type of practice regimen that they have. Most of the time, 2-a-days practice for most of the season. That's going to get you in pretty good shape and teach you the fundamentals of the game.
And a lot of those fundamentals, a lot of those practices were established by former coaches from this country that would go over there and hold these summer camps.
That's right. A lot of them implemented what they learned from the coaches from the United States and then took them to the next level. And again, a lot of those coaches who traveled from the United States to Europe really were instrumental in what it is that has now become the European development of basketball.
Here's the dude. No good on the triple. Doing it well here in the 4th quarter at 50%. Passes the ball to the middle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple.
Now, I know he isn't the world's greatest three-point marksman, but the defense has to show some respect.
Here's the closer. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, as time became a factor, they became the aggressors. Big-time finish to pull away.
Here's the dude. Drops in the tray.
Well, he's not automatic from downtown, but certainly took advantage of the soft defense there.
.27 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Ball. No dice from the high post. Pass to the dude. Releases from 15. Willis with it. Feeds it to Humphries. There's the pass to the dude. Pick by Humphries. Goes back up. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yep, he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens. As a defender, you have to fight over the top.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game. T.
His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in his arsenal to generate high percentage looks. Now, there may have been a little luck involved from time to time, but on the most part, straight performance.
Listen, he played some hard-charging basketball tonight, fellas. He didn't need an invitation to the party. He was going to bum rush the door. Some guys just hang out on the outside of the party, but not him. He said, no, I'm not just going to hang on the perimeter. I'm getting to the hole, baby.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and for the rest of the 2K Sports crew, the best in the business. This is Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.